So I have like 10 minutes before I have to leave to work, but I have to make this video because I can't not make this video. So I want to talk to you about how to master your alignment like a method actor. And I think from my experience being a method actor, that and also a highly empathic person, a highly sensitive person, extrasensory person, whatever you want to call it. You are too if you're catching this video. Because all I want to do when I have a character is just embody the spirit of that character fully by any and all means. And so, what's the difference, tell me, between mastering your character in that way and mastering alignment, which is coherence with your ultimate character, with your higher mind, with your inner being, with your spirit, with your higher self. Whew. So I'm going to make videos like this on this channel that are specifically going to flesh out this metaphor of method acting for mastering alignment. But I can tell you that primarily, and this is true of both sides, the character approach and also the spiritual approach, there are two buffers that you will cross or that you must experience, right? The first buffer is the initial buffer. I call it buffer one. And that is you have to do the thing that is the difference you want to be. You have to do the thing that is the difference you want to be long enough for it to kick in and reboot, recalibrate the system from that point of attraction, from that character, from that mood, right? So you can't just, I'm going to go to a lowbrow analogy here, but you can't just, go to the gym, laissez-faire, 10 minutes every 4 days, right? And expect to see the results that actually require you to commit more. Ooh, and who knows almost more than anyone about commitment than a method actor. I love that, right? So you have to breach that buffer of yester vibes, right? So you have to commit to the bold actions, the lifestyle changes, the perspective, right? You have to embody those different things for long enough to see them kick in. Otherwise, you kick the can and you give in, right? And you just revert back to comfort, back to what you were before, right? And you just evolve that in a sloth type way, right? Because it's the ultimate insult to your own evolution to deny yourself the inheritance of it, right? So that's buffer one. Buffer one is staying coherent with the difference that you want to be long enough for it to become the new you. And that doesn't take long. Honestly, well, I can do it for characters in mere moments as a method actor, right? You can do it in your real life for you to embody your highest self, to actualize your highest self. Ooh, I know that it doesn't take more than 30 days, right? But again, it could take a week. It could take 3 days. It just depends on your level of commitment, right? And commitment doesn't mean trying hard. Commitment is more about allowing than it is making, if you get that. Okay, so the second buffer. Are you all enjoying this, by the way? This little bubbling rant I'm going on here? Hopefully it's resonating and putting words to something that you feel is relevant for you, right? So I'm also having coffee because coffee first. Oh gosh, and I must be getting going. But before I do, I'm going to tell you the second buffer. And the second buffer is the one that you want to keep. Girl, who be calling me the yellow pages? I'm done. The second buffer is the one you want to keep. Okay? And that is a little space, a little buffer between you and everyone else, everything else. Everything else. Think of it like a viscous, visceral, tangible version of your aura, of your energetic sphere that surrounds you, that you are encapsulated within and a projection from. Okay, the last part was kind of ranty, but yeah, in essence, think of it as like a space of air, a pocket of energy between you and everyone else, you and everything else. Okay? That's the second buffer. And that doesn't mean you have to be closed down. It doesn't mean you have to be distant. It doesn't mean you don't connect. It doesn't mean any of those things. You can be fully tuned in, tapped in, turned on, connected, amazing, having great relationships, thriving and interacting with almost everything in your environment in some sort of positive way. Bam. But yeah, those two buffers. And in future videos, I'll go into more detail about them. But having said that, what do you think of what I just said? If you just found my video and you're still watching, which hardly anyone does to the end these days, but subscribe and leave a comment and tell me in the comments if there's any point that you want me to extrapolate on, go further into, dive deeper upon, and I will. But right now, I got to get to work. Oh gosh, work. I'm trying to breach that buffer so that I don't have to do the day job that I do, so that I can just sit here and talk on YouTube to all of you two, or many. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. I wish you the best with your mastering of alignment. And remember, just relax. I have a little saying, because once you really get the hang of this, you breach the buffer, you keep the buffer, you start to live like a lucid life, okay? And so I say, let loose, laugh lots, and live lucid. Because those are the key components, folks. So I'll see you in the next one.